Okay, let's have a little look. Why does my puppy attack me? So there's a whole load of training tips. I'm going to try and give you as much as I can. I've got to fly through this because time is ticking by, but obviously I'm going to give you a whole lot place where you can get a whole lot more information later on. First thing to point out is mouthing puppies. It's perfectly normal, but we've got to have a way of dealing with it so it doesn't sort of escalate. Why does my puppy attack me? A couple of things. First of all, it often happens when your puppy has too much energy. For example, when you've just fed them, when they're just maybe woken up in the morning, early morning, you've given them a feed and they're charging round. So draining that energy is a very simple way of trying to deflect some of the problem. Another thing, the way you're telling them off. If you know, we all hate the finger wag. I hate being told off. Sometimes I deserve it, but you know, the way you tell your puppy off is key. And so if you're just shouting and tapping your dog on the nose, and when your puppy mouths you, you're shouting, no, no bite, no bite, and it all just adds energy and winds your puppy up a little bit. So using that method that we just touched on before is far more powerful. Another reason is your puppy doesn't have enough chew toys or the right textured chew toys. I touched on it before. I mean, here's 6 different textures. I mean, you got the stick up there. I do give puppies and dogs sticks. I mean, that's what they chew in the wild. Some people may say it's a bit dangerous and they could choke on them, but you can choke on anything at the end of the day. So you've got the fluffy toy, the plastic. That piece of piping there is very hard, and the bigger dogs will absolutely love that sort of thing. And that fluffy animal in the top right-hand corner. The point is this: if your puppy wants to chew your clothes because they've got tassels and you've got a tassely skirt or something on, it's no good giving them a piece of wood. And likewise, if your puppy's wanting to chew and mouth something like your slipper, it's no good giving them a hard piece of piping. They're probably wanting something softer and more dampened, and got a knot in it is absolutely brilliant sometimes because the little puppy teeth can sink into it. Okay. Another reason why your puppy may be attacking you is all that screaming and shouting. It winds the puppy up, it adds energy to the situation, they get excited, it all becomes one big game and they think it's hilarious. And lastly, your dog is bored. If your dog is bored, you know, they are going to start doing things just to try and get attention. So try and step in early, keep your dog entertained, and yeah, again, it sort of ties in with tiring them out a little bit. There's a couple of ideas as to what could well be going on. But the number one reason I would say that puppies and dogs start to mouth, and this is the reason why you sort of can't stop it, is this. And it's all to do with even young puppies testing that pack leader. It's in their nature, it's in their DNA that they will challenge and see how you respond. And this is where the more you can show your dog or puppy that you're the pack leader, the less they will challenge you. And so it's a very important concept to understand that this mouthing and challenging is normal, and if you understand how to show your puppy, and if you've been giving your puppy the message the whole time that you're in charge, you will be attacked far less. I worked with a little husky who the lady basically couldn't brush this husky, and what happened when she brushed the husky was every time she tried to brush him, he would just turn around and bite her. He would snap at her. He didn't like her doing it. He wouldn't have it. And so I went round to work with her, and I put in place my my little method for becoming the pack leader, which is very simple, and started to brush him a little bit later on in the session, and he was absolutely fine. I mean, I kept waiting for him to turn around and snap at me, but he didn't. He was absolutely fine. So it was quite bizarre. I thought, okay, puppy's fine with me brushing. So the lady picked the brush up and said, oh, can I have a go? And as soon as she brushed him, he started to bite her. And you start to realize it's a respect thing. If the puppy respects you, and they will challenge you less, they will tell you off less, they'll let you do things that they won't let other people do. And I've had that with being able to cut dogs or puppies' nails, put a leash on them, put them into timeout without being bitten and mouthed. It's all about respect. Okay, to check out the video website, then just click on the link that's below this video.